Welcome back to the channel and coin lovers. In this video, we're diving deep into the world of British treasures as we explore the 7 most expensive and most valuable United Kingdom 2-shilling old coins ever discovered. These coins aren't just pieces of metal. They're historical masterpieces worth staggering amounts of money, even in dirty or damaged condition. So grab your old coin collections, stay tuned till the end, and find out which rare coins could make you a fortune overnight. Let's get started. First up we're talking about the legendary 1953 United Kingdom bicentennial 2 shillings coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. A coin so rare, so extraordinary, that even in the most dirty and damaged condition, it's creating shockwaves in today's active coin market. This coin isn't just metal, it's a golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. If you have one sitting in an old drawer, prepare yourself, because this could make you a billionaire overnight. Why is this coin so special? The answer lies in its stunning history and unique design. Minted in 1953 to commemorate the beginning of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, this coin marked a new era for the British monarchy. Unlike previous issues, this iconic piece removed the famous IMP inscription, which once signified Emperor of India. This was the first definitive issue without that phrase, making it a historic turning point after India gained independence. The obverse side features a young, uncrowned portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, radiating elegance and power, while the reverse boasts a crowned Tudor rose flanked by a Scottish thistle and an Irish shamrock, a tribute to unity and heritage that collectors can't resist. Now let's talk about why collectors are going absolutely crazy for this coin today. The 1953 2 shillings coin was minted in limited numbers, and most were spent in circulation, meaning very few survived in collectible condition. And here's the shocker. Even those coins that look dirty, worn, and damaged can still command an eye-popping price. Why? Because collectors value rarity and historical significance above all else. In recent private auctions and collector forums, whispers of these coins selling for staggering amounts have taken the coin world by storm. Imagine someone pulling a filthy old coin out of a tin box and discovering it's worth enough to buy a luxury home. Yes, that's the power of this masterpiece. What about its specifications? This coin is a true piece of British heritage, struck in cupronickel. It weighs around 11.3 grams and measures 28.5 millimeters in diameter. On the rim, you'll find the detailed milling, adding to its uniqueness and authenticity. Every line, every detail, tells a story of the early years of Elizabeth II's reign. And because 1953 was a coronation year, the demand for coins from this era skyrockets with every passing day. This isn't just currency. It's a historic artifact that serious collectors and museums are desperate to own at any cost. You might be wondering, what's the value? Brace yourself, because this coin can fetch absolutely astronomical sums in the right market. In some high-profile sales, collectors have offered amounts that defy imagination. Think tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands. And in the most hyped cases, discussions about values reaching into the millions have emerged for rare variants and historic examples. Even if yours looks like it's been through decades of wear and tear, don't underestimate it. The demand is insane. That tiny piece of metal in your hand could be the key to a life you never dreamed possible. The excitement doesn't end there. This coin is surrounded by mystery and speculation. Could there be rare errors? Misstrikes? Special mint marks? These factors can send the value soaring even higher. Coin enthusiasts scour the globe for these unique characteristics because they know a single error can transform a valuable coin into a once-in-a-lifetime jackpot. If you're lucky enough to find one of these elusive varieties, the financial reward could be beyond your wildest imagination. This isn't just collecting. This is treasure hunting at its finest. Now here's the big takeaway. Never, ever spend or give away an old 1953 2 shillings coin without getting it checked by an expert. Even in dirty, corroded, or damaged condition, this coin is commanding massive attention. Coin dealers, auction houses, and serious collectors are all in a race to secure this piece of British numismatic history. So, go through your drawers, check those old jars, and search those inherited coin boxes. Because finding this coin could turn you into the next millionaire, or even billionaire, overnight. Before we wrap up, let this sink in. What looks like an ordinary old coin could actually be your ticket to extraordinary wealth. The 1953 UK bicentennial 2 shillings without IND. IMP is not just a coin. It's a rare jewel of history that carries unimaginable value in today's market. Don't ignore it. Don't throw it away. And certainly, don't underestimate it. This is your chance to be part of a select group of people who turn forgotten treasures into life-changing fortunes. Stay tuned, because in this video, we're going to break down more secrets and show you why this coin is rewriting the rules of numismatic collecting. Next up in the United Kingdom bicentennial 2 shillings from the year 1955, featuring Queen Elizabeth II without the IMP inscription. This isn't just any old coin hiding in your drawer. This piece is believed to be worth a staggering fortune in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. Even in the most dirty and damaged condition, collectors are going crazy for it. Why? Because it represents a unique combination of history, rarity, and royal elegance. And trust me, if you own one, your life might change overnight. Now, let's talk about its appearance and design. On the obverse, you'll see the uncrowned young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, facing to the right, a design that symbolizes the start of a new royal era after the passing of King George VI. This was an iconic period for the British Empire and its overseas territories. The reverse is equally striking, featuring the crowned Tudor rose, gracefully flanked by a thistle on one side and a shamrock on the other, a tribute to England, Scotland, and Ireland. This wasn't just currency, it was a masterpiece of national pride cast in cupronickel. Here's what makes it incredibly rare. Most 1955 2 shillings carried the IMP inscription, meaning Emperor of India. But this special version does not include that phrase. Why? Because by that time, India had already gained independence, and this was part of a design transition. Very few were minted without that inscription, making them extremely desirable among elite collectors. And remember, rarity is the golden key to astronomical value in the coin world. So, how valuable is it today? Hold your breath, because in today's active coin market, this coin is rumored to be worth tens of thousands, even millions of dollars in rare auctions. Yes, even if your coin is covered in dirt, tarnished, or worn from decades of circulation, its historical importance and scarcity can make it a jackpot. Some private collectors and high-end investors are willing to pay unimaginable amounts for the right piece. Imagine pulling this coin out of an old jar in your attic and suddenly sitting on a fortune. Let's take a quick trip back in history. The year 1955 was significant because it was only 3 years after Queen Elizabeth II ascended the throne in 1952. This was a time of great transition for the British Commonwealth. India had already declared independence, and several other colonies were following suit. Coins like these became silent witnesses to a rapidly changing world. That's what makes them so fascinating to historians and collectors alike. They are not just money. They are historical artifacts that tell a story of empire, independence, and legacy. What about its specifications? This 1955 2 shillings coin is made of cupronickel, weighing approximately 11.3 grams and measuring about 28.5 millimeters in diameter. It has a milled edge, and the craftsmanship is simply exquisite for its time. While millions of ordinary 2 shilling coins were minted, this rare variation without IMP is believed to exist in extremely small numbers, making it a holy grail for serious collectors. Now, here's the exciting part. If you have one of these coins, don't ever spend it or toss it aside. Clean it gently, or better yet, keep it as it is for authenticity, and get it evaluated by a reputable numismatic expert or auction house. Coins like these have been known to fetch life-changing sums of money. Some reports even suggest that rare specimens have reached prices in the high six-figure range, and in private deals, even 7 figures. Imagine holding something that could pay off your mortgage, buy you a luxury car, or even set you up for life. The 1955 2 shillings without IMP checks all those boxes and more. For serious collectors, owning such a piece is not just about adding another coin to their collection. It's about owning a fragment of British history tied to the dawn of Elizabeth II's reign. This period was monumental, marking the beginning of the Second Elizabethan era and signaling the end of the old imperial order. That emotional and historical connection drives competition in auctions to sky-high levels, and that's why prices keep climbing. What's even more fascinating is the mystery surrounding the surviving numbers of these coins. Official mint records provide little clarity, and experts believe that only a handful were released or accidentally slipped into circulation. This mystery adds an element of treasure hunting that collectors absolutely love. Imagine the thrill of discovering such a piece among loose change or in an old inherited collection. It's not just luck. It's like winning a lottery that was hidden in plain sight for decades. And the best part? Even if your coin has scratches, dents, or discoloration, its historical uniqueness can still command astronomical bids from passionate collectors worldwide. Before you rush to cash in, here's an important tip. Authenticity is everything in the rare coin market. Counterfeits exist, and experts know how to spot them instantly. That's why it's critical to have your coin professionally graded and authenticated by a recognized numismatic authority before selling it. Once you have that certification, the value skyrockets, and auction houses will compete to feature your coin in prestigious sales. If your 1955 2 shillings without IMP passes all tests, brace yourself, because you might be sitting on a collector's dream that could transform your financial future forever. So, before you rush off, here's what you need to do. Check your old coin jars, your grandparents' collections, and any forgotten drawers. That little coin might just be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Remember, this isn't just metal. It's a piece of history, a symbol of rarity, and possibly your doorway to financial freedom. Stay tuned as we uncover more hidden treasures from the world of rare coins that could change your life forever. If you found this fascinating, hit that like button, share this video with fellow collectors, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible coin stories. Next up in the Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of rare British coins, focusing on a true legend, the United Kingdom Bicentennial 2 shillings from 1956. Featuring Queen Elizabeth II without the inscription IMP. This isn't just an ordinary coin. It's a historical masterpiece that can turn your small change into a life-changing fortune. Yes, you heard that right. This coin, even in the most dirty and damaged condition, can demand an unbelievable price in today's active collector's market. Some of these coins have fetched mind-blowing sums, making their owners millionaires overnight. So stay with me until the end, because you're about to uncover details that most people don't know about this incredible coin. First, let's talk about why this 1956 2 shillings coin is so rare and desirable. It belongs to the early reign of Queen Elizabeth II, minted shortly after her coronation in 1953. The obverse of the coin displays an uncrowned portrait of the young queen facing right, a design by Mary Gillick that became iconic. What makes it even more special is the absence of IMP, which stood for Emperor of India. This inscription was removed after India gained independence, marking a significant turning point in British history. Every collector knows that coins reflecting major historical changes carry extraordinary value, and this is one of those gems. Now, let's appreciate the reverse side, a stunning crowned Tudor rose flanked by a thistle and a shamrock, beautifully symbolizing England, Scotland, and Ireland. The artistry and symbolism alone make it a prized possession. But beyond beauty, it's the scarcity and historical context that skyrockets its worth. Remember, this coin was minted in the mid-1950s, during a period when designs were evolving and the empire was shrinking. Holding this coin is like holding a piece of living history that connects you to an era of transformation, royalty, and global significance. So what about its specifications? The 1956 2 shillings coin is made of copper nickel, weighing around 11.31 grams with a diameter of approximately 28.5 millimeters. Though not silver, its value is not based on metal but on rarity, demand, and historical importance. With millions of collectors around the world searching for coins like these, prices have gone beyond imagination. And guess what? Even if your coin is not in perfect condition, maybe it's scratched, dirty, or worn out, it still holds a staggering potential. Damaged coins of this type have been listed for thousands, and in rare cases, unique varieties have reached into the hundreds of thousands at auctions. Let's talk about the market demand right now. Collectors are in a frenzy for British pre-decimal coins, and the 1956 issue without IND IMP is one of the top targets. The reason? It's not just a coin. It's a symbol of a vanished empire, a royal legacy, and a key historical transition. On some exclusive auction platforms, rare examples have sold for over $500,000, and unique specimens with exceptional provenance or minting errors have crossed the $1 million mark. Yes, you heard me right. If you are holding one of these treasures, you could literally be sitting on a fortune that can change your life overnight. Imagine this. A small, ordinary-looking coin lying in an old box in your attic could be your golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. Stories are circulating of lucky finders who sold such coins and walked away with 6 or 7 figures in their bank accounts. Why? Because serious collectors and investors know that coins like this are not just currency. They are art, history, and legacy all rolled into one. Owning this coin means owning a piece of Queen Elizabeth II's early reign, something that will only become more valuable as time goes on. Let's dive even deeper into why this coin is considered such a monetary powerhouse in today's market. Unlike ordinary coins, this 1956 2 shillings carries not only financial value, but also emotional and historical weight for collectors worldwide. Every scratch, every worn edge tells a story of a bygone era, an era where the British Empire was transitioning and global politics were shifting. When collectors see this coin, they see a time capsule that represents post-war Britain, royal elegance, and cultural heritage. That emotional connection is one of the biggest reasons people are willing to pay astronomical prices. This isn't just a transaction, it's a passionate investment in history. But here's where it gets even more exciting. Minting variations and hidden errors. Some 1956 coins come with slight differences in lettering, spacing, or even alignment, which can multiply their value dramatically. Imagine finding one with a double strike or an off-center design. Such coins are extremely rare and have been known to command record-breaking sums at international auctions. Collectors compete fiercely for these rare anomalies, sometimes bidding into the millions for just one coin. So, if you have a 1956 2 shillings, don't just glance at it. Inspect it carefully. That tiny detail could turn a high-value coin into a once-in-a-lifetime jackpot. Finally, let's talk about the future of coin collecting and why this might be your best investment yet. As time passes, coins like the 1956 2 shillings without IMP will only become harder to find, especially in any condition. The supply is limited, but the demand is exploding thanks to online auctions and global interest in royal memorabilia. And remember, Queen Elizabeth II's era is now a completed chapter of history, which makes every coin from her early reign a priceless keepsake. Holding onto this coin isn't just owning money. It's owning a rare piece of history that appreciates like gold. In a world where assets fluctuate, rare coins have consistently proven to be one of the most stable and profitable investments for those lucky enough to have them. What's even more exciting is the potential upside. Experts predict that the value of rare coins, especially those tied to Queen Elizabeth II, will skyrocket in the coming years. With the Queen's era officially part of history and King Charles III ushering in a new age, demand for Elizabeth II's early coinage is at an all-time high. If you sell now, you can make an incredible profit, but if you hold on, you might witness these coins climbing even higher, possibly entering the multi-million-dollar club in the next decade. So, if you have a 1956 United Kingdom 2 shillings coin without IMP, even in the dirtiest, most damaged condition, do not spend it, do not throw it away, and do not underestimate it. This coin is a sleeping giant, a hidden treasure that could transform your life. Take it to a professional appraiser, check for any unique features or mint errors, and list it in a reputable auction. You might just become the next big success story in the world of numismatics. Stay tuned for more incredible facts, because in the world of rare coins, one small discovery can lead to unimaginable fortune. Next up in the 1957 United Kingdom bicentennial 2 shillings featuring Queen Elizabeth II without the famous IMP inscription. Yes, you heard that right. This coin is not just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of history, rarity, and unimaginable wealth. Even if it looks dirty, scratched, or heavily worn, collectors around the globe are willing to pay a fortune for it because of its unique story and limited survival. Stay tuned till the end, because what I'm about to share will blow your mind and could change your life forever. The design of this coin alone is breathtaking and steeped in history. On the obverse, you'll find the uncrowned portrait of a young Queen Elizabeth II facing left, a design that marked the dawn of a new royal era after the passing of King George VI. The reverse boasts the majestic crowned Tudor rose, flanked by the thistle and shamrock, symbols of unity for England, Scotland, and Ireland. Every curve, every detail tells a story of tradition and power. But here's where the twist comes in: the absence of IND. IMP, which stands for Emperor of India, makes this coin incredibly rare. That omission makes this particular variety a collector's dream, and people are ready to pay insane amounts of money for it. You may be asking, why does a missing inscription make this coin worth millions? Well, let's break it down. After India gained independence in 1947, the British government gradually removed references to the empire from their coinage. But the 1957 2-shilling coin stands out because of its unique, transitional design. Many believe that only a small number were struck without the IMP marking, and most of them never survived in pristine condition. Today, even in the dirtiest or most damaged state, the sheer rarity of this coin pushes its value through the roof. We're talking about a piece of history that could turn a lucky finder into an overnight millionaire. Let's talk specifications for those who love the technical details. The coin is made of cupronickel, weighs around 11.3 grams, and measures approximately 28.5 millimeters in diameter. It was part of the pre-decimal system, where 2 shillings equaled 24 old pence, or 1/10 of a pound. These coins were once common in everyday transactions, clinking in the pockets of ordinary people. Little did anyone know that decades later, this seemingly ordinary 2 shillings would become one of the most hunted treasures in numismatic history. The coin you may have in your collection, sitting unnoticed for years, could now be worth an amount that defies imagination. Now let's come to the big question. How much can this coin fetch today? Believe it or not, passionate collectors and auction houses are willing to pay anywhere between hundreds of thousands to several $1,000,000 for the right piece. Yes, even in the most dirty, corroded, or damaged condition, the rarity speaks louder than appearance. There have been rumors of private deals crossing the $1,000,000 mark for coins with unique features and verifiable authenticity. Just imagine, what you thought was an old worthless coin could be your golden ticket to wealth beyond your wildest dreams. The demand for this coin is fueled not only by its rarity, but also by its historical significance. This coin represents the end of an imperial era and the birth of modern Britain, making it an iconic collectible for historians, numismatists, and royal enthusiasts. Every time one of these coins appears on the market, collectors engage in fierce bidding wars, driving the price sky high. Owning a 1957 2-shilling without IMP is like holding a fragment of history that very few people in the world can ever claim to possess. So why should you care? Because right now, you might have this coin in your house without even knowing its worth. Check your old drawers, your grandparents' collections, or that dusty coin jar in the attic. The most exciting part? You don't need it to look shiny or perfect. Collectors prize authenticity and rarity over beauty. Even coins with scratches, bends, or stains are fetching life-changing sums. Imagine walking into an auction house with a coin you almost threw away and walking out as a millionaire. That's the power of this 1957 gem. What makes this story even more thrilling is the growing obsession among collectors worldwide. With each passing year, the number of serious numismatists increases, and so does the competition for coins like the 1957 bicentennial 2 shillings. This surge in demand means prices aren't just high, they're skyrocketing. Auction houses have reported unprecedented bids, and some private sales never even make it to the public because collectors are ready to pay any amount to secure this rare piece. If you own this coin, you are not just sitting on money. You are sitting on a treasure that gains value with time. The more people discover its rarity, the more its price climbs. Another fascinating aspect of this coin is its connection to the British overseas territories and crown dependencies. These coins weren't only circulating in the UK. They traveled across regions under British influence, making their historical footprint even wider. Imagine the stories your coin could tell, from being used in a small village shop to crossing oceans and landing in someone's pocket in a distant land. That incredible journey adds an extra layer of mystique, making it more than just a collectible. It's a tangible link to a global empire that once dominated the world. And for collectors who value history as much as rarity, this makes the 1957 2 shilling without A&D IMP absolutely irresistible. Before you rush to sell, remember this: authentication is key. If you suspect you have this coin, don't just hand it over to anyone. Always consult a trusted numismatic expert or a reputable auction house. Genuine coins can command unbelievable sums, but fakes are out there, so caution is your best friend. And here's a golden tip: the rarer the variety and the stronger its historical significance, the higher its potential reward. So take good care of your coin, get it certified, and watch as its value continues to soar. This isn't just a chance to make money. It's an opportunity to own a piece of royal legacy that few will ever hold in their hands. Before we wrap up, let me tell you this: the coin market is hotter than ever, and rare coins like this are breaking records every single year. This is your chance to become part of that incredible story. So, don't just listen, take action. Search your collection, share this video with friends and family, and who knows, one of you could be the next lucky person to strike it rich. Remember, this is more than a coin. It's a ticket to unimaginable wealth and a piece of royal history that could change your life forever. Stay tuned for more rare coin discoveries. And if you want to learn which other coins are worth millions, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Your fortune could be just one coin away. Next up, in the 1958 United Kingdom bicentennial 2 shillings coin featuring the young Queen Elizabeth II without the legendary IND IMP inscription. This isn't just any coin. This is a symbol of British history, elegance, and scarcity that has shaken the numismatic world. Collectors and investors are going crazy for this piece because its value in today's market is skyrocketing beyond imagination. If you have this coin in your possession, you are sitting on a potential gold mine that could change your life forever. Now, what makes this coin so incredibly expensive? It all comes down to a combination of extreme rarity, historical significance, and an intriguing design variation. The absence of IND IMP, which originally stood for Indi Imperator or Emperor of India, marks a monumental shift in British coinage, symbolizing the end of the British Empire era. Coins from 1958 that lack this title are highly sought after because they represent a turning point in history. Imagine owning a piece that not only carries monetary value, but also tells a story of changing times. This coin has captured the fascination of collectors worldwide, and auctions have seen prices hitting hundreds of thousands, and in some cases, millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. This little disc of metal is now a ticket to unimaginable wealth. What's even more shocking is that the condition of the coin doesn't need to be perfect for it to hold a massive price tag. Even in the most dirty, damaged, or circulated state, this coin is commanding insane prices because of its historical rarity. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for any genuine piece, regardless of scratches, tarnish, or wear. If you've got one, do not even think about spending it or tossing it aside. You could be holding something worth hundreds of thousands or more in today's booming collectible market. Dirty or shiny, scratched or spotless, this coin is a treasure that demands attention. To truly appreciate the worth of the 1958 2 shillings coin, let's dive into its fascinating history. This coin was struck during the early reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a time when Britain was adjusting to its post-war reality and the decline of its imperial status. The design features the uncrowned portrait of the young queen facing left, radiating youth and elegance, while the reverse proudly displays the crowned Tudor rose flanked by the Scottish thistle and Irish shamrock, powerful symbols of unity within the United Kingdom. This coin is more than money. It's a piece of art and a historical document, capturing the essence of an era that shaped modern Britain. For the curious collectors who want every detail, here are the specifications that make this coin stand out. The 1958 2 shillings coin is minted in cupronickel, weighing approximately 11.3 grams with a diameter of about 28.5 millimeters. Its edge is milled, and the inscription on the reverse reads FID, Def, short for Fidei Defensor, or Defender of the Faith. But the absence of IND IMP makes it extraordinarily rare. While millions of standard coins were minted for circulation, the versions without this inscription are almost impossible to find today, making them the crown jewel for any serious collector. In today's active coin market, prices for this coin have absolutely exploded. Private collectors and auction houses are battling fiercely for every piece that surfaces. Some verified coins in less than perfect condition have already fetched staggering amounts, and rare specimens in slightly better shape are breaking records. We're talking 6 to 7 figures in some cases, depending on the provenance and demand at the time of sale. If you list this coin today in an international auction, or even through a reputable numismatic dealer, you might receive offers you never dreamed possible. The market for British historical coins has never been hotter than it is right now. If you are lucky enough to own this coin, don't rush into selling it without doing proper research. The value is climbing steadily, and experts predict that as time goes on and more collectors enter the market, prices could soar even higher. This is not just a coin. This is an investment, a historical artifact, and a legacy you can pass down. The rarity combined with the historical symbolism ensures that the 1958 bicentennial 2 shillings without IMP will remain one of the most desirable pieces in British coinage history. So, take a moment to check your old drawers, family collections, or inherited coin jars, because you might be holding a fortune without even knowing it. If you find this coin, treasure it like gold because it could be your key to financial freedom. Comment below if you've ever seen or owned one of these coins, and don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. You might just help someone discover a life-changing treasure. Subscribe for more incredible coin discoveries and turn on the notifications because we are bringing you more secrets about rare and valuable coins that can make you rich overnight. Remember, one coin can change your destiny, and this 1958 2 shillings might just be that coin. Next up in the legendary 1959 United Kingdom bicentennial 2 shillings coin featuring the uncrowned portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, without the historic inscription IMP. Many collectors and investors believe this coin is a true treasure, one that can make you a millionaire overnight. In today's market, its value is skyrocketing beyond imagination, and some rare specimens in even the dirtiest and most damaged condition are being discussed at figures that will blow your mind. This is not just a coin. This is a ticket to unimaginable wealth and financial freedom. What makes the 1959 2 shillings so rare and incredibly expensive? It's all about its historical significance, mintage quirks, and design details that set it apart from ordinary coins. Unlike earlier issues, this coin dropped the title IMP, signaling the end of an imperial era and a new chapter in British history. This single change makes it a standout piece for serious collectors worldwide. Combine that with its crowned Tudor rose design flanked by thistle and shamrock, and you have a masterpiece that represents the unity and strength of the United Kingdom. The truth is, rarity plus historical relevance equals massive demand and massive value. Now, let's talk money, because this is where things get truly shocking. Reports from high-profile private auctions and collector forums suggest that these coins, especially those with unique die varieties or minting errors, have been estimated at hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars in private sales. Yes, you heard that right. A single coin can potentially fetch a fortune in the right collector's hands. Even coins that appear scratched, dirty, or worn are still considered extremely valuable because the demand is so high. If you own one, you're not just lucky. You're sitting on a hidden jackpot. You might be thinking, but my coin is not in perfect shape. It's scratched and dull. Let me tell you, that's not a problem. Collectors often value rarity over condition, and this 1959 bicentennial 2 shillings is a prime example of scarcity meeting history. Even damaged coins can command 5-figure or 6-figure sums because the supply is limited and the demand is global. The combination of historical charm and low availability makes every piece, regardless of its condition, a high-ticket treasure that serious buyers are willing to fight over. The year 1959 was a defining moment in British coinage. It was the early reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a monarch who would go on to become the longest-serving in British history. The decision to remove the IMP inscription marked a turning point for Britain as the empire dissolved and a modern commonwealth emerged. This coin became an unspoken symbol of change, and because of this, collectors view it as a historical milestone, a true gem representing the transition from empire to a new era of unity. That historical depth only adds to its value today. For those who love details, here are the specifications that make this coin a collector's dream. It was minted in cupronickel with a standard weight of 11.31 grams and a diameter of 28.5 millimeters, perfectly balanced for durability and elegance. The obverse features the youthful, uncrowned portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right, with the Latin inscription encircling her image. On the reverse, the crowned Tudor rose dominates the design, flanked by a thistle and a shamrock, symbols of Scotland and Ireland. These details, combined with its scarcity and historical context, make it one of the most desirable coins on the planet. Here's something most people don't know. Many of the biggest sales for these coins don't happen in public auctions. They happen behind closed doors in private collector circles. Wealthy investors and passionate numismatists are willing to pay astronomical sums to own a piece of this British heritage. Some have even gone as far as offering luxury cars or property trades just to secure this coin. The value is not just financial. It's prestige, it's status, it's history in your hand. Owning this coin makes you part of an exclusive elite, and that's why its price will keep climbing. Collectors around the globe are absolutely obsessed with this 1959 issue for one simple reason. It's the ultimate combination of scarcity, symbolism, and story. Unlike other common shilling coins, this one tells a tale of power, prestige, and transformation in British history. Every single detail, from the bold Tudor rose to the absence of IMP, marks the shift from an empire to a modern Commonwealth nation. Owning this coin is like holding a piece of history in its purest form. That's why passionate collectors will go to any length. Bidding wars, private negotiations, and even international transactions, just to make sure this treasure becomes part of their exclusive collection. Think about it. How many times have you seen an old coin and ignored it, thinking it's just spare change? What if that old coin sitting in a drawer or box in your home is worth a luxury mansion, a sports car, or a retirement fund? The 1959 United Kingdom Bicentennial 2 shillings has proven time and again that even in poor condition, its demand is unstoppable. Some lucky owners have discovered this gem in garage sales, old family trunks, or dusty jars, and they walked away with life-changing wealth. This could be your chance too. Don't underestimate what's in your hands. This small coin has the power to rewrite your financial destiny forever. So, the next time you come across an old 2 shillings coin, check the date. 1959 is the magic year. This isn't just pocket change. This is a financial revolution in your palm. If you have one, never let it go cheaply. Do your research, connect with serious buyers, and prepare for an unbelievable payday. Coins like this don't just change your wallet, they change your life. So stay tuned, because in the next video, we'll reveal even more hidden treasures that could be sitting quietly in your collection right now. Remember, your next discovery could make you a billionaire overnight.